It used to be a house. Now, it was a rotting wound in the ground. They found it by accident when they got lost in the woods. Old, crooked, with windows like empty eye sockets. Everything around was silent. Even the wind had stopped, as if afraid to disturb whatever was sleeping inside. "Maybe we shouldn't," Dan whispered, but Michael had already pushed the creaking door open. Inside, the air was thick with dampness and something sweet, sticky, and decaying. The floor was covered in a dark, glistening film, as if alive. Every step made a wet, muffled squelch. Someone lived here, recently. Jessica ran her fingers along the wall. A slimy, pale residue clung to her palm. The walls pulsed. "What the?" Michael stumbled back. Then they heard it. A deep, slow, heavy breathing. It came from everywhere. The walls, the floor, the ceiling. The house was breathing. Dan took a step back toward the exit, but something wrapped around his ankle. The carpet beneath him bulged, stretched, and split open, revealing a wet, gaping maw lined with thick, fleshy folds. "Run!" Jessica screamed. The floor swallowed Dan, chewing him. His scream was cut off as the viscous mass engulfed him. Michael and Jessica bolted for the door, but it was gone. The walls squeezed inward, and from the corners, long, writhing tendrils slithered out like exposed nerves. "It's alive," Jessica whispered, just before the ceiling collapsed, wrapping them in warm, wet darkness. Dusk had fallen. Rain lashed against the dead trees, streaming down into the moss-covered ground. The house stood motionless, a blackened stain against the stormy sky. Something shifted in the window. Slowly, with a faint creak, a pale hand emerged from the wall. Its fingers traced along the windowsill, then slipped back into the house. The house breathed. IT was full, for now.